All right, hello, this is Wmpyr. Today we're going to be working on an idea of attacking from the bottom. A friend of mine, a martial arts instructor, he kind of gave me this idea. So he was playing around with this idea, and we're going to go ahead and do the same. So uh, if you're going to carry a knife, chances are you're not carrying it up here, like so. It's going to be below the shoulder. Now, I mean, it is possible to have it like this, but I'm just saying, even if it's here, by the time you deploy it, the weapon in your hand's going to be down here. So chances are you're carrying it like that, along these lines. But either way, you deploy, and your hand's going to be here and not here. So then it makes sense to have an attack from here, this area, that comes from here rather than coming from here. Because if it comes from here, you're losing time. You got to come up here first and then do it. Whereas if it starts from here, your attack that's where your arms are going to be anyway. So if we're just using flat out logic, you can start off with straight lines. This kind of thing. But when you've done some Filipino martial arts training, you understand that the diagonal lines are harder for people to deal with. So it would be better to do a diagonal line rather than a horizontal or vertical line, right? So then we want to go for diagonal. See, this, or this, okay? And from there, what we have is we can create a figure 8 motion, okay? So we learned the figure 8 with the sticks. Come in here, boom. So I'm creating a giant figure 8 motion. So starting from the bottom, so I'm going in this direction, and then I go across, and then I come diagonal down, and then I go across. So this completes my giant figure 8. So 1, 2, and 3. So as we're doing the figure 8 now, we want to start accenting the cuts that we really want to focus on, because technically there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now if all 4 hits, that's great. Okay, that's great. Wherever the blade is, and if they run into it, that's going to be a cut. Okay, potentially. So, potentially 4 different angles there, but we want to make it into one motion, all right? Because we don't want to be going 1, 2, 3, 4 like a robot, So we want like this, right? Like so. Boom. So this cut right here, the first one, I definitely want to accent this one. 1. Number 2 is there. It's there. I mean, I'm ready to carve, but if it's not, that's okay. Number 2, of course, I want number 2, but I'm also, okay, so that's 1, 2, number 3. I really want number 3 there. So 2 and 3 are going to be big, boom, here. So this has that initial flick. The number 1 line has that initial flick, and then number 2 is that curve. But then 3, I want 3, but I do want to put in 4. Okay, the number 4 angle, the finishing angle in there. So that's number 4. I'm finishing strong with number 4. I could back away, but you want to be safer, or I can enter, right? So here, this initial flick. Number 2 is the carve. Number 3 is my diagonal slash that I'm dropping weight to instantly go across right there, and that concludes the fourth angle. So that is figure 8/ with the knife, single knife. So that's it for now. Thank you for viewing, and take care, folks.